Hello and welcome to the Circuit Podcast with me, Billy Boy Fabian. Today we are going to be detailing a brilliant show coming up on September the 13th in Sunderland. It is OBC Boxing Championship. If you've ever been to an OBC event before, you know they absolutely pull out all the stops for the fans and the fighters, and it is a brilliant night. So I'm going to detail the fights on the card, and I'm going to pick my highlights, and I'm also going to predict a couple. So we have, in no order by the way, we have Blackburn versus Adams, Myers versus Richardson, Crawley v Thompson, Coles versus Callahan, Turnbull v Hunt, Elliott versus Robinson, Nunn versus McKay, Hall versus Anderson, Milne versus McGonnell. We have Carr versus Sinclair. That's for a BMF title fight, 75 to 85 kg. That's going to be some brawl. Okay, Hall versus Kisane for the OBC super middleweight title. That's going to be a very good fight. Callum Nolte versus Patterson, OBC hybrid lightweight title. That's going to be a very good fight. That's one I'm going to highlight in a moment. We have Bailey versus, and excuse me here, Ram Dawan for the OBC welterweight title. Luke Steele versus McBride for the OBC welterweight hybrid title. Holmes versus Craig for the OBC light heavyweight title. We have Wright versus Malachi. And this is where it gets interesting now. We've got Granger versus Murray, 55 to 65 kg BMF title. This is what I'm looking forward to now. The cruiserweight, the OBC cruiserweight and BMF tournament. Okay, so the first two semi-finals are Cook versus Harris, Wilkinson versus Patterson. Two fantastic fights there. I'm going to go with a couple of my predictions now. I'm going to highlight a couple of fights. So I'm going to highlight Nolte versus Patterson for the OBC hybrid lightweight title. I know both of these boys. I've watched both of them fight. Both are going to come and bring the fire. Let me tell you now. If you bought a ticket to this show and you didn't know this fight was on, you're in for a treat. This is going to be a cracker. I'm going for a Callum Nolte win. On points. I'm also going to highlight Steele versus McBride for the OBC welterweight hybrid title. Can't really look past Luke Steele, to be honest. McBride's a good fighter, very tough boy, but Luke Steele is as tough as they come. I'm going for Luke Steele to take away the belt there. Holmes versus Craig has to be highlighted. Brilliant. Two really strong, tough tanks for the OBC light heavyweight title. I'm going for Carl Craig. I don't think you could ever bet against Carl Craig. I think he's a brilliant fighter, as tough as they come, and yeah, I think he's going to win this by stoppage. Obviously, I'm going to highlight the cruiserweight semi-final. Two semi-finals, sorry. Cook versus Harris in the first. I think Harris comes through into the final. Wilkinson v Patterson. Again, I've never bet against Kane Wilkinson. I think Kane Wilkinson goes through to the final, and my prediction is Kane Wilkinson wins the whole thing. Kane Wilkinson is a brilliant, I say up and coming fighter. He's not up and coming, he's already fully established. But when I say up and coming, I mean up and coming towards the very top, very top. So yeah, I did a podcast the other day on the Circuit Podcast. I think it's episode 3, where I've highlighted Kane Wilkinson as one to watch for the future. So I think he wins that. I'm also going to highlight, for selfish reasons, I'm also the kids manager, Reece Milne versus James McGonnell. I'm not just highlighting this because I manage Reece. But James McGonnell is a fighter that I've always liked. He's come from the pits. He fights. Listen, the guy just loves to fight. He's going to put it on Reece. And if Reece isn't on his game, McGonnell will shock everybody. I'm telling you now, this is a very good fight to watch. Reece Milne versus James McGonnell. Yeah, listen, OBC Boxing Championships, September the 13th in Sunderland. There's tickets out now. Go and see one of the fighters you support. If you don't know any of these fighters, but you do want to go and see the show, hop over onto Facebook, type in OBC Boxing Championship, and they will direct you to how to purchase a ticket. Failing all that, get in touch with me, Billy Boy Fabian, and I will put you in touch with the promoter or one of the fighters. You don't want to miss this. Listen, if you live in Sunderland or the surrounding areas and you've got absolutely nothing planned for September the 13th, buy a ticket to this show. Go and see this show. This is going to be one to remember. I've just read out over a dozen brilliant fights. The amount of title fights on here too, I've got to commend the promotion. This is brilliant. The reason I say that is because a lot of these title fights, they have fighters involved that, listen, when there's gold on the line, these boys come, and they come to win any time, but when there's gold on the line, they're going to put everything. Some of these boys like Holmes and Craig, Steele and McBride, Nolte and Patterson, all these boys will put 100% into their performances. So you're looking at pure quality on the night. This is elite boxing and elite hybrid boxing. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight this show, OBC Boxing Championships, Sunderland, September the 13th. I am going to put up the posters at the end of this. And I'm also going to put up details of how to find the show. So yeah, listen, all the fighters, good luck, good health, get home to your family safe, put in the best possible performance, because listen, this is your career. One win can propel you to bigger heights. So listen, good luck to everyone on the show. It's been absolutely brilliant detailing OBC Boxing Championships. This has been Billy Boy Fabian. You've been watching the Circuit Podcast. As usual, please, please, please subscribe, support and share. Thanks, guys.